expected to take up a bill that aims to strip China of its developing country status. That title is given to nations whose standard of living, income, economic, and industrial development remain more or less below average. California Congresswoman Young Kim is introducing the legislation in the House, and she joins us now. Congresswoman, it's so great to see you this morning. So explain this, because we know that China is the second largest economy in the world. Why do they still have a developing nation status? And who is responsible for not moving them up to developed?
Well, as you said, China is the second largest world's economy only after United States, yet it is still classified as a developing country. And China and Chinese government is using this to take advantage and exploit countries that are actually in need of those special aids that could come with the labeling of that. China has that special label, so they are using it to take advantage of its organizations like the World Bank, and they get special low interest rates, and they use those loans as a backstop to allow them to invest in, expand their Belt and Road initiatives, investing so much in the infrastructures in those developing countries. And no developing countries invest so much money and billions of dollars to set up the debt trap for other developing countries. And so that's why we're trying to, take away the special status as a developing country and level the playing field and correct the wrong.
So is this a UN classification? I just want to be really clear about that. It's a UN classification as a developing nation?
This is yes. The United Nations or the international world organizations will have to check on their status and review the status of the agreements that Chinese government has. We need to take that away from them so they don't take advantage of this special labeling as a developing country.
Right. So if you pass this bill and you have support in the Senate, I believe Mitt Romney is sponsoring the bill in the Senate, this will then put pressure on the UN to change their status. Is that what this bill is about?
That's exactly what we're trying to do. We're going to level the playing field and make sure they don't take advantage of this. Countering CCP is so important.
Of course.
Because, we need to preserve the American dream and support freedom-loving countries and freedom-loving people around the world.
Yeah. So are you willing to use UN funding as a leverage to make the UN properly classify China so they can't use loans, low-interest loans to gobble up resources all around the world?
That's exactly what we need to do. Take that special treatment that Chinese government enjoys because it is the second largest, economy. So that is definitely not a developing country.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hope you guys leverage the millions and millions and millions of dollars that we spend at the UN.
We're very hopeful this is going to get out of the House because we had an overwhelming support to get it out of the committee. And Congressman Jerry Connolly and ours are working on this together. So this is a very, very bipartisan bill.
Well, I appreciate you for keeping an eye on this. It certainly has been an unfair playing field for China, and they're using it for nefarious purposes. Congressman Young, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Thanks for staying on it.